Chordoma is a form of bone cancer that occurs in the head and the spine. It affects people of all ages, and it's a very difficult disease to treat. About 8 years ago, I was diagnosed with chordoma. The tumor was right in the very center of my head, and after getting the surprise that I had cancer, was really shocked and distraught to learn that beyond surgery and radiation, the survival for this disease is really quite poor. It just so happened that the only federally funded chordoma researcher in the entire country actually happened to be at Duke University, where I was a student at the time. And that provided a great opportunity for me to learn about cancer research. One lab could only make so much progress, that we lacked the materials that we needed, the tissue, the cell lines, and importantly, the animal models that we needed to actually make meaningful progress. If we really wanted to have an impact on this disease, that we were going to have to bring many more researchers into the field, and the only way to do that was to create and provide the materials that they needed, to provide the funding that they needed, and to provide an organization to convene them. And so that's really where the foundation comes in.
The mission of the Chordoma Foundation is to improve the lives of people living with chordoma and to lead the search for a cure for the disease. So we have two pillars. One is to have patients and serve these patients, provide resources, education, information. The other is to lead research, fund organizations such as the Jackson Lab in developing a cure.
The Chordoma Foundation approached us because there wasn't an animal model for that disease, and therefore they really didn't have a good tool to study the disease.
The Jackson Laboratory's capabilities in mouse model development are unparalleled anywhere in the world. So that's what initially brought us here. But perhaps as importantly, if not more importantly, JAX's commitment to making those models available to researchers across the world and serving as a repository really to serve the entire cancer research community is really what sets JAX apart. And is where our missions are aligned.
The animal models being developed here will be essential for development of a cure for chordoma. We also believe that these models will teach us about other forms of cancer, such as sarcomas. The new center would allow us to do a lot of imaging so that we could identify a tumor early in the process and possibly even test drugs that would shrink that tumor.
At the very heart of the foundation is research, and the Jackson Laboratory offers an opportunity for discovery without a proprietary concern that so many academic institutions actually have. This gives us the opportunity to share this information worldwide, bring in international researchers and the international community in developing and working together to create a cure.